Hey everyone, it's Christina Ingram with the Ingram Group of Urban Nest Realty. Before we get started on this video, if you like our other videos, please hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can be notified anytime that we drop a new video. Now, let's dive into the numbers. And we're going to dive into whether or not a condotel is actually profitable or worth the investment. Did a video a couple years ago on Condotels, what exactly they are, what we have here in Vegas. Quick recap, we have 5 here in Vegas, and they are the legal way for you to do an Airbnb here. Airbnbs are quite a bit difficult in this state. Condotels are an easier legal option. They are built specifically for vacation rentals. We're going to dive into a few of the properties and see if it's something that's worth for you. Now, keep in mind when you're doing an investment, whether you're starting out or whether you're an expert, obviously, if you're an expert, you know what you're looking for and what you're willing to do. If you're starting out, you need to define those parameters for yourself. So whether you're looking to make a 6% ROI or a 10% or a 15% ROI, this is something that you need to determine whether it's worth it for you to make the investment. Go to properties, we're going to look at one from MGM Signature. We're going to look at one from Trump Towers, Platinum. So we're going to compare, see if any of them are worth our time or your time. So we're going to take a look at a few properties. We're going to start off with MGM Signature and see if there's anything in here that we are looking for. So we're going to go search for high rises because it is considered a high rise. And then we are going to look for MGM Signature. There is Signature at the MGM Grand. I'm going to look at 1-bedrooms specifically. They're a little more common to rent, and I believe they're going to hit the better price points. You start getting into the 2-bedrooms, you're going to start getting into a really scary price point for a lot of investors. And the cash return needs to be really, really high in order for you to start spending this amount of money. I'm kind of circling it here with my mouse. So we're going to let's look at this one here for about, this one right here for $430. Let's see if it's worth it. It's $429.9. So we're going to take a look at this real quick. Oh, this one is actually willing to do it. An owner will carry as well. So we're going to take a look at these as cash. Owner will carry. The financing on Condotels are a little more difficult to come by. Also, you do need to make sure that you have a kitchen in there in order for it to be financed by many of the banks that are issuing loans. So if you have a studio that doesn't have quite a full kitchen, you may not be able to secure financing on it as well. So something that we want to make sure that you talk with a lender on if you are looking to get financed and don't want to put all your cash into a purchase on a condotel. So they'll do an owner will carry, which means, the owner will carry the loan basically, and you offer terms. Whether or not they accept, that's just something that you'll see. So we are going to take note of the association fee is $1,746 a month. That's the one big thing with these. These are quite a bit high, and so $2,213 annual taxes. You're going to want to divide that by 12. To get the monthly figure for it as well, because they're going to do everything on monthly. All right, so we said this was 135 East Harmon Avenue, and it was $429.9. So let's say that you picked it up for $429.9. And it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, and let's put 3 guests. And we'll start playing with the numbers here. So this is called B&B Calculator on this website, and they pulled data from these 2 other websites for investors in vacation rentals. So AirDNA and ticks. They project what type of occupancy and vacancy rate they have and what they think that's going to rent out for the next 12 months. So on average, this is saying $189 a night for this particular unit, 74% occupancy. Air ticks is going to project 192 at 67. So this is how they break it down. So this gives you a good little information here on where they get the information from. So they go from Vrbo and Airbnb and from the last 12 months of booking. So they pull back and do their projections from there. The one risky thing about Condotels is that you are relying strictly on the economy. So operating expenses, we're going to want to edit and fill that in here. Let's just leave all this right around the same. Maintenance, we said that was going to be platform fees. Okay, so we'll just apply that there. We might have to add in miscellaneous. Mortgage and taxes. Well, if we're going to do this cash, so we're just going to put this at 100%. Property taxes. What did we say? This is a little high, but let's project it high. That way, if we're calculating something, you're not undercutting or forgetting something out. So you're going to save that. So if you're doing cash, you eliminate the mortgage, obviously. You do have the $1,700 a month HOA dues. This is the kicker with these. So you are going to want to make sure that, let's put that on mortgage and taxes. They do not put a place here for your HOA. There we go. HOA. And what did we say that was? That was $1,746 a month. Very, very high. Landscaping we can take out. You're going to want a business license. That's probably going to cost you a little bit. Cleaning fee. I'm going to save. So this is what your cash flow for the first year. So that's really, really low. And honestly, you're going to be even making less than that. So there are a few options on how you can rent out your Condotel. So with most of them, MGM Signature, they all charge 50% if you're going to put it in their own management pool. So if it's 50%, you're going to divide this in half. Now they have some outside companies that there are a couple that take 25%, and I believe one that takes 15%. So you're going to want to make sure you apply those fees in there. But this is already really, really low. For me personally, I would not want to spend $400,000 in a year to only have this as my cash flow for the year. So, because this is not your net revenue right here. That's just your revenue. That's what you're going to be doing. So it's a fair cap rate. It's very low. So it just depends on what you're looking to do. If you have business, you're looking to maybe put someone in here and just have this and have, the rest of the year, the rental pay for itself, and then you're getting the appreciation. That might be something to look at as well. Otherwise, if you're just looking this for a straight vacation rental for passive income purposes, this may not be the best route for you. So let's look at one from Trump Towers. So we're going to go here to criteria. We're going to want to change that to Trump International Hotel. Go here. And then we'll see. So we want to sort it by bedroom. So they have mostly studios. So you're going to have to pay cash here for most of their stuff. Their one bedrooms are a little bit high. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit higher. They're on higher floors. They're more reasonable on their studios. So let's take a look at this one right here. So it's a 1 bath, $295. This is kind of middle of the road. HOA dues are a lot less on this. So and then your annual taxes are $225. All right. So let's go back to the investment and let's do a new analyst. Again, this is bnbcalc.com. You do have to have a subscription to do this. It's not that expensive. And if you're looking to get into vacation rentals, this will tell you a lot on the different spots that, around the country. It gives you a good analysis. And what do we say? 2000 North Fashion Show Drive. Yeah. All right. Keep going back and forth here. So 2000 North Fashion Show Drive. All right. So purchase price was $295. We're not getting a full bedroom. Well, we'll just put one, I guess, because it is 1 bedroom, and it's 1 bath, 2 guests. And we're going to calculate this. Oh, I put 1. All right, calculate. This one seems to be a little bit better. It's giving you a 62% occupancy rate. This is renting much higher. This one is just off the strip. It's right next to the Fashion Show Mall. MGM is behind the strip as well. There's a lot more going on around the MGM as far as construction. This has a little less construction going on, and it might be a little bit easier to navigate around, but it's projecting a higher rental rate on the 1 bedrooms, which is shocking to me, but this one might be worth it. So we'll put in the HOA dues. We found that in here, right? And we said that was $626. I just want to be sure. So $626. Operating income, mortgage and taxes. We're going to change this mortgage to 100%. Because financing is going to be a little more difficult on this one just because of what I described on what banks are looking for. This might be worth it. This might be very well worth the one to get into. For me, that might be worth it. That's a nice passive income that you're making now. You will be splitting this in half if you do put it in their management rental. So you're going to be looking at about $2,000 a month. If you do go outside, then yeah, you'll still make more than what you will if you put it 50%, because obviously 25% or 15% is a lot less than 50%, and you can self-manage. All of these you're able to put into Airbnb if you're self-managing. You do need to get a business license if you're going to be doing it that way as well. You don't need to get the Airbnb permit though, or the short-term vacation rental permit. These Condotels are specifically built for that reason. So we'll look at Platinum, because that is probably the most inexpensive one. So I would say for me, for Trump Towers, if you can get it for under $300, it might be worth it. It might be worth it too at the the 1 bedroom or the 2 bedroom, the one that's a little bit more, you can get financing on it. Let's take a look at that since we're here. So this one is, they have a 2 bedroom at 505. That might be very well worth it too. So let's take a look at this one. So 505. $1,300 a month HOA. Annual taxes are $3,778. So, okay. So 505. So let's do a new analysis. It's going to be the same address. Why is it not coming up? Oh, I'm putting on the wrong line. My apologies. What do we say the purchase price was? 505. It's a 2 bedroom. I didn't see if it was a 2 bath. It is a 2 bath. We'll keep the max gas there. All right, let's put in the numbers. So we said 1,300 HOA dues. This might be worth it too. I'm going to do this as finance because you should be able to find some financing. I am going to change it to 25%. I do believe they want more than the 20% on a Condotel. You're going to change your HOA dues to 13. What do we say? 1332? 1,300 even. So 1,300 even. I'll leave that there. Save. And then, so this is going to be your mortgage. So even if you're splitting, that's still pretty good. This is what they're predicting it at, that this is going to rent out at $850 a night, 71% occupancy. What a big difference though between air at $288 a night at 50% occupancy. So two totally different things. So that might be still risky. And it's got here at the average at $850. Let's go in between and let's do 500. Oh, not 5,000. So this is going to vary too. So again, you're going to want to make sure that you run these analysis, and still not a bad profit flow. And this is with financing. So this might be a good option for you as well. So signatures, that one may be out. Those HOAs are killing it, and you're not getting the price on that one as you are possibly here at the Trump International Towers. So let's look at Platinum. Platinum is the most inexpensive one. So this will be the last one we take a look at. We just want to see what's available for sale. Platinum Hotel. All right, let's see, it's the most inexpensive one. They do have this one here. We're not even going to go there, but let's just take this one at $275. That seems to be the average here. So $275, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. HOA dues are $665, so not bad. And then really, really low on the annual taxes compared to everything else that we're looking at. So take a quick look. And that was, the address was 211 East Flamingo. So we're going to do a new analysis. Now this one is a little bit further off the strip on the east side of Las Vegas Boulevard. And we're going to do 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 275 is what we said. We're going to calculate that. So much lower here, but you're still getting, and you can get financing on this. So we'll leave the financing in here. We're going to change this to HOAs to 665. Because we want to make sure we reflect all the different fees. So this one's a little lower. So 13,422. That's if you decide to get a mortgage on this one. Put that to 100%. It looks like out of the three that we're looking at, that Trump International might be your best buy if you're going to do a Condotel purchase. So that's what I've got for you. So what did we learn? We learned that yes, some Condotels can be profitable and some are not. So it's all depending on what you're looking for. There are different reasons people purchase Condotels. I have some clients who are looking at it specifically because they want a place to stay here. When they come here, they come 2-3 times a year. And when they're not here, they want basically something to just cover the mortgage. So this might be a good option if that's something that you're looking for too, and you're getting the appreciation along the line as well. Now, if you're looking to do this to have it rented out full time, then that's something that you want to take a look at. Really specifically the building. It looks like Trump International, that one should be more profitable than the others if the information on that website is correct. They're pulling information from past history from Airbnb and Vrbo. So there is a history there. Your biggest risk again with Condotels is you are relying on the tourist economy at that point, and whether or not, you know, it's going to keep going the way it's going. I've lived in Vegas since I was 5 years old. It's one of these rare cities that just bounces back from a lot. The worst thing that happened to us was the pandemic, and we bounced back very quickly after, when we were able to reopen again and people were coming here in full force. We have lots of things going on, so the room rates might continue to rise. So Condotels may be more profitable in the future as well. So just keep it in mind. Again, this is Christina, and looking to be your Las Vegas metropolitan area expert. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, give us a call, and I'll talk to you guys next week.